Thank you all for submitting questions thus far. We are going to plan to answer those over lunch, so keep submitting those, and we're really excited to answer some of your questions. I just wanted to give you an update about my day so far. Emily and I are going to give some updates throughout the day about what we're doing and sort of the usual flow of our day. This morning, I had an equity committee meeting, and that is a committee here at ILAP that does anti-racist work and focuses on equity-minded programs and work plans for our organization. And that's something that I just joined last month, I guess. So I'm really excited to be a part of it. And yeah, keep sending us questions. We're going to keep updating you throughout the day about what we're doing. And thanks for joining.
Hey guys, it's Emily. It's super windy and a little bit rainy, so I hope you can hear me. I am walking to the Maine District Court to request a hearing and findings from a Maine state judge. This is the first step in helping my client to get special immigrant juvenile status. The definition of a child in Maine matches the federal definition for immigration purposes, so that means that many of my clients are 18, 19, and 20 years old. This afternoon, I'm going to be going to a Portland Teen Center where many of my clients live, particularly those who are here without parental support or adult family members. And I am going to be doing outreach, some follow-up meetings, and also brief consultations.
So I'm going to answer this in a Maine specific context. When people from out of state hear that I'm an immigration attorney in Maine, they're like, oh, shouldn't you be in Texas or California or something like that? And then when people here in Maine hear that I'm an immigration attorney, they're like, oh, wow, you must be busy. And so it sort of just shows that immigration is everywhere in the United States, and there's some common misconceptions about where immigrants are and where help is needed. And so it's really good to be helping up here in Maine, where there is a lot of immigration need and not very many immigration lawyers.
Asylum seekers come to the United States fleeing persecution.
But it can take years to win asylum. In the meantime, we have to work. We want to provide for ourselves and our families,
and to contribute to our new home.
So this is my boss, Leah. We are about to have a meeting about asylum merits hearing prep. And before then, I just wanted to share a little bit about her job and career, because she was an IJC fellow back in 2016. So she's gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I was an IJC fellow starting in 2016. I worked at Curason and on IJC's AWC project. After I finished my fellowship, I moved to Austin, Texas, where I had gone to law school, and worked at Texas Rio Grande Legal Aid for about 4 years. And I just moved to Portland. Well, not just. I moved to Portland about 2 years ago and have been working as an attorney at the Immigrant Legal Advocacy Project. And now I get to work with Kate and Emily.
Hello.
And yeah, I work on a bunch of different cases, and I love living in Maine.
Good morning. I just got to the office. I'm drinking my coffee and getting things set up for the day. I wanted to answer this very kind question that a ILAP coworker put in the chat box. So my advice here definitely is to really embrace being a new attorney. That means seeking out mentorships where you feel connection with more seasoned attorneys, just bugging everyone and asking questions. That also means potentially reaching out to experts where you're dealing with novel issues. I've had really good luck sending emails to people that I didn't know who worked at different organizations, and that's not only helped me, but it's also helped to build capacity at the organization that I'm working for. And also definitely consider telling judges that you're new.
Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of our takeover. I've been at the office for a while now, but I just wanted to share a little bit about what I do when I get in the morning and what I'm going to be up to today. So the first thing I usually do when I get in the morning is I make myself some matcha, and then I will open Outlook and check what emails I got over the course of the evening and what scheduled meetings I have for the day. Today I don't actually have any scheduled meetings because I have blocked off pretty much the whole day to finish a VAWA application. It's very, very close to done, so hopefully I can either finish or get really close to finalizing it today. VAWA is the Violence Against Women Act. It actually applies to both men and women, even though the name just says woman, and I will talk a little bit more about that in my next story. So VAWA is a really impactful piece of legislation that allows immigrants who are in a relationship with or the child or parent of an abusive United States citizen, and sometimes a lawful permanent resident, depending on the situation, to self-petition for status. In other words, instead of having that abusive person petition for you for status, which is pretty common in family relationships in terms of getting status, you can petition for yourself because of the abuse that happened in your relationship. And it's really important to allow folks to get out of those abusive situations to have legislation like this, because otherwise people might fear risking their status, or having to return to a country that maybe they're afraid to return to or haven't been to in a long time, in order to leave that abusive relationship.
Hey guys, this morning I had a meeting with a law school clinic to talk about my experience working on judicial competency inquiries. This is a process that allows safeguards to be imposed in clients' removal proceedings in cases where they have mental health challenges or for another reason are not able to fully represent themselves without these safeguards. After that, I had a supervision meeting with my lovely supervisor and filed an I-360 SID. Hi, this is Manishka. She is a legal program assistant with ILAP. Manishka, can you tell us a little bit about your job?
Hi, I am one of the kiosk coordinator working at the front desk, and I am also part of the intake team.
And what do you like about working at ILAP?
It's the opportunity to help immigrants having hopes that their voice will be heard and they will have legal advice. It doesn't matter if we can help them, but at least they won't feel left behind. Most of the immigrants, they have to leave their country in a hurry due to fear of torture or gang problem and insecurity. So one of the ways you can help them is to welcome them, make them feel they are not intruders. And also some of them need clothes and food. So this is what I think that one of the way you can help.
Hey, my name's Sarah and I work with Kate and Emily at ILAP. I wanted to pop on and let you know about something exciting that's happening today. So in Maine, today is Access to Justice Day, and this is an annual day of advocacy that really highlights the need for access to justice for all who need it in Maine. So ILAP is Maine's only statewide immigration legal services organization, but there are 6 other civil legal aid providers in the state, and folks from those organizations are all up in the Augusta, the State House today, talking with legislators about the importance of civil legal aid. I myself am home, working from home with my coworker over there, but ILAP's executive director is up in Augusta, and she just let me know that both the Senate and House passed resolutions earlier this morning officially recognizing Access to Justice Day, and there's going to be testimony later on this afternoon. So thanks for following along. We will share some information, a link in the next slide.